Kay continued on the quest when a kindly waiter offered Kay to come into the restaurant for a rest. Kay shares with the waiter what has been learnt so far. Packaging materials are good for protecting the products throughout the supply chain. They can, in many instances, be recycled, making the most of our natural resources and returning profits to the businesses that operate these services. The waiter offers Kay the menu, which is strangely familiar to Kay's journey. Kay takes a moment to read through the menu. As Kay reads on through the menu, there seems to be a health warning, something to do with setting meaningful targets. Kay knows that waste can take on many forms, that even in the typically best scenarios, 90%, if things were done that well, would that meet targets? So, reading through, if 90% of those buying did so with recycling in mind and recycled 90% of their materials, sorted their waste 90% correctly for 90% of the time, and that there was only 10% waste at the sorting facility, this would suggest that 40% of the possible material could be lost. Furthermore, as waste is measured by weight, any residual product waste left on the packaging when it is collected and sorted distorts the figures even more. To overcome this issue, ideally packaging should be cleaned before it is disposed of. As Kay continues looking at the menu, the waiter then points out that businesses must also take a proactive approach when adopting their sustainable practices throughout their operations, such as reducing waste, using renewable energy sources, and implementing and encouraging through its labelling, its circular economy principles, more recent initiatives that may include EPR, the Extended Producer Responsibility, and the DRS, the Deposit Return Scheme initiatives, will hopefully encourage right behaviours, as consumers will become more commercially aware of the decisions businesses are making on their behalf. In discussion with the waiter, Kay then realises consumers also have a crucial role to play in promoting sustainable waste management practices. They should take responsibility by taking their rubbish home with them, disposing of it properly and using the correct bins for different types of waste. That by disposing of their waste properly, consumers can help to prevent litter and pollution, reduce the amount of waste that ends up in landfills, and conserve natural resources. In addition, consumers can also take steps to reduce their waste generation by adopting sustainable practices such as using reusable bags, containers and water bottles, and cleaning the waste, packaging, and by choosing products that are made from sustainable materials. Kay ponders on this. If all consumers and businesses disposed of their waste appropriately, wouldn't that result in our countryside and oceans being a lot cleaner? Would a government-funded education program on our TVs and social media platforms help consumers to understand why they need to do the right thing? And shouldn't local authorities use existing littering fines for persistent littering offenders to change bad behaviour?